we filed a petition, but a few things went wrong. And then the calculation of the 21 days went awry. And the reason I think was because of how the Electoral Commission produced two different sets of Gazette dates. I think there was a bit of confusion. So when I pressed, I realized that the very day when I was in my friend's office, that was the 21 days. It wasn't, but a few things I'd read, I thought, listen, we could deploy those cases and see if things would work. So we found. Anyway, he's talking about not being a litigant. Well, I'm not sure about that. I have a trained lawyer. That's my bread and breakfast, and so I'm not afraid of litigation. So we decided to litigate. But as I said, along the line, because of what I had indicated to you, principally because of the 1 day, few hours factor, I thought might not look very good on me if the matter was pursued. So I'd asked them to, I think, discontinue. But look, this is where we are. He was throwing his weight about and shouting from the rooftops. He was quite happy. But you know, if he wasn't afraid, he thought he was a full champion. I asked him, where was he when we were trying to serve him? In the end, it was left to the court to make an order for substitute service for him to be served. He had to be served through his mobile phones, and that's what happened. You know, so even in the end, he's trumpeting all the kind of the antics that you saw in front of the court. You know, it agitates me. You know, but yes, I mean for now, yes, he has been. What has he been? He has been mentioned by the Electoral Commissioner as the winner of the election. But that's fine, you know. But don't. You may get. Again, he was frightened. He was frightened when he realized that I was going to court. You know. So
you understand why?
Well, I guess he would understand why. You know, because. Those boxes, what were they doing? What were those boxes doing? The boxes were hanging at Lobito, what's the name? Lobito, at the clinic. Is that where we voted? He was telling me, you heard it in the script, that he said I was complaining that some of my pink sheets and all that. Just have a look at some of the pink sheets. Some of the pink sheets are still sitting there. Look at Tipex inks and all those. It was crazy, a kind of a mess that actuated our election in so-called on this occasion. I mean, it was beyond description. I thought I should contain myself. You see, there again, that's why I said the Muslims will always say that, well, God in his own way. And when it even came to it, I want to go to court. Look at it again. The very experienced lawyer, I still missed the day by one. You know, so you can't take this for granted. But I accept it, you know, that it isn't meant to be, not to proceed by this way. That is fine. They went in there, the judge, I'm not too upset with the judge. The first occasion, again, some mix-up. There wasn't any attendance by the lawyers. I'm told there was a cost awarded also. You can understand when you file your case, and it's a high court, you know. Then the judge, I think, graciously gave some extra time, gave us some time, you know, agenda matter to another date for us to. At this stage, I had made my mind up that because of the legal impediment, probably discontinue. I told my lawyers. I'm not sure they have still dealt with it, to the extent that, as I talked to you, who was the person who pointed me to what was it? I didn't know what had happened. I asked my colleague, what had happened? Somebody was supposed to go to court, what happened, the applications, and I still don't know officially what we're talking about. This discussion is only based on what is in the papers. So, and I'm told that the judge awarded 60,000 or so. Well, I'm appealing. And now you should know that this time I'm appealing in my own right. I would put my own signature. I'm appealing as the appellant in person. I'm not going to go to any lawyer. I'll do it. You know.
You're appealing the judgment?
Yeah, no, the cost of that. If you draw your case, you can't go and appeal. But the cost of 60,000, I think it's completely unfair. It's not, you know, it's not arbitrary. Of course, it's not arbitrary. There are rules within which the judge exercises discretion. And so, if it is this high, you can appeal. So I would appeal. I'm sure the Court of Appeal.
How much will be paid?
Well, that's not for me to determine. It's for the court in its own discretion. What I'm definite about is that the court would agree that it was on the side.
Counsel, let me get this right. Did you cause your lawyers to withdraw?
That's what I'm saying. There was actually an application on my authority for them to withdraw. Yeah.
Okay, so it was based on that application that.
So he said it. His lawyer had told him that they were even going into the merits, but he delved into the merits that I said this and that because obviously he doesn't understand. He confessed that he doesn't belong to the profession, so he doesn't appreciate what we're talking about. But I was making all these points. What were those boxers doing at the Benito, at the hospital, at the clinic, Benito, at Obuasi? Was that where we voted? He said that I have been saying that I lost some of my patients. Now he thinks I found it. Well, we found the boxes at Benito, where we were voting at that hospital. So this is the kind of thing that, and all the bits that I have just explained. It just happens that one day, these things are technical. You missed out on whatever it is.